So now we have shortcomings and wish lists for Patentify. Currently, the first shortcoming that we have is that the admins do not really have any ability to edit any sort of queues that each user has. So admins can see those active queues per user. As you can see on the picture on the right, you have all the user IDs, and when you click on one of the users, you'll see a list of patents because each queue has a list of patents that the user will be working on. But it would be a lot better if the admin was able to actually edit those queues, perhaps to prioritize a certain patent over another one. For example, if the admin wanted to take patent 5796857 and put that at the top of the user queue so that the user can get to that one first before the other patents, it would be a lot easier to do it via their dashboard instead of having to permanently do it in the backend. And so by doing this, the admin is able to not only prioritize queues, but be able to edit these queue lists. So the second shortcoming that we have is that of replacement of user annotations. So what happens is that, let's say, for example, in this picture, we have a document ending in 356 and a user ending in 908142. This user will be labeling this patent as machine learning. But let's say user number 2, a second user comes in and labels this same exact patent as speech. What happens is that the database will update automatically, making the patent both a machine learning and speech. However, on the admin dashboard, it will show that the first user 908142 actually labeled it as speech. And so what happens is that the user annotations actually replace the person that actually edited or annotated that patent in the first place. So making new entries for each user annotation would be better so that you can differentiate which user labeled what on that specific patent, and to do that for all patents. So now we have shortcomings wishlist number 3. In this case, we have patents stuck in queues. So every user queue has a list of patents. And as you can see, they all differentiate from one another. Every single patent in the queue will all be different. The problem in this case is that these patents will be stuck in that specific user's queue until it is submitted or skipped. And that would be a problem because if a user wanted to work on, if the user wanted to log out for the day, all those patents that are stuck in that user's queue would not be annotated until the very next day or whenever that user logs back in to work on their queue. So setting up a way for these patents to perhaps return to a list of non-annotated patents so that they could be found or put into another user's queue that's currently active would be better. Perhaps setting even after a time limit. For example, maybe after a couple days or a couple hours, if the user has not logged back in to work on these patents, the patents would be put into the non-annotated patents list, and it can be grabbed by another user and put randomly into another user's queue. Finally, we have shortcomings in wishlist number 4. We have the patent view page. So at the moment, we have a next page and a previous page. As you can see on the picture on the right, we only have the ability to move between pages for that patent. So when a user clicks on next page, it will go to the next page of that patent. As you can see, patent ID ending in 735, it will go to the next page of this same exact patent. However, it would be a lot better for the users to see how many pages that the patent has, because as you can see here in this picture, it only shows the first page. It only says one page, right? One page out of one. And this may confuse the users to see that, oh, this patent only has one page. Instead, it would be better to have a total page count for this patent so that the users can see, okay, well, this patent actually has a lot more pages, so let me go through the next page and next page. Or even better, it would be easier for the user to have an ability to view the whole patent or even download the whole patent.